check it to 10.
I got calling, the young check was fall. Where's Ollie? Wait. I be ballin' like a pro. I be ballin' like my brother Mo. Check West, I ain't a joke. Steph West, stay with me. You go around and give me. I got calling, the young shepherds fall. Where's Ollie?
The 2K Sports pregame show. Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, Shaquille O'Neal, this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Atlanta Hawks. Wins have been few and far between of late for the Hawks. They lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the great dynasties, not just in basketball, but in all of sports. Kenny, this is a franchise that's used to winning.
Yes, Magic has done a great job of rebuilding this team, cultivating the young talent and creating a really positive culture.
Kenny, you live there. Free agents love LA. This franchise doesn't stay down for long.
Thanks for joining us, as we'll go now courtside with Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome, everyone, to Atlanta, the home of the Hawks, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Look at the Lakers. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And they're 1-0 against them this season, and this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, whether it's 2 games or 20, you'd love to go unblemished against any opponent over the course of a season. Of course, the opposite is just as true. Getting swept is no fun at all.
We've seen players take to social media, Clark, to campaign for a spot on that all-star roster. Do you like that tactic?
No, I don't. I'm not a huge fan of self-promotion. I understand the benefit of it, and certainly the social media platforms give everybody a chance to have a voice for whatever they'd like to have a voice for or on. But I like the old traditional way. I love the fans having a say in it, but I like the fact that coaches carry the most weight in selecting the all-star.
Totally agree. And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Howard. Rajon Rondo is out there with Green. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Hunter. James covered. Young in the corner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I'll tell you, Trae Young, go big or go home. Always gives you 100%, as competitive as they come. And the young fella wants to win so badly, sometimes that emotion really comes out.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've been... ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
first one falls for him. You know, Greg, it's amazing the impact Young makes, especially, of course, on the offensive end.
High-level shot maker, a threat the moment he crosses half court. Instinctive playmaker, just needs to play more within himself and avoid over-dribbling.
And so Young nails them both.
You know, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous. Confidence in this one.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
Lakers shooting their first free throw tonight.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
You know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
James finds Howard. That one's not going to go.
That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Davis. And again, the Lakers, no good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Passes it to Bucks. From down in the low post, it goes.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
On the wing, James. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. The shot, no good. Young with no one around. Off target from three-point range.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And Green gets it to go.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the three by the Lakers. Here's Hunter, guarded by Davis. Collins passes to Jones. Clock at 4. Stolen by Collins. The pass to Hunter. Connects from three-point range.
And the effortless shooting motion. Young's three-point jumper is just poetry in motion. He has it on automatic.
Young with the steal. Pass to Hunter. There's the triple. Another three for Atlanta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against Philadelphia. Rondo kicks to LeBron. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
And Atlanta has possession. It's a three-point game. Young passes to Hunter. Here's Boss, guarded by Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Boss, no good.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
Here's James. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The Hawks leading by 3. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Lloyd Pierce. This is their second meeting with this team. The first one didn't go as well as they'd like, so this time around, they're going to try to close the lane off, push drivers and slashers as far away from the basket as possible. See how that goes, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Boss, no good.
Well, that's superb defense in low. I mean, they played it well. Not easy trying to alter these shots without fouling the shooter, and that's a good job of doing both. Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
And really, man, they played their hearts out. Missed a couple opportunities down the stretch, and that was the difference.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? Much love to him because the energy was there. But the execution fell just a little short.
Player of the Week, LeBron James.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Well, great for Atlanta. It was out with the old and in with the new for the point guard position for the Hawks.
And Hawks were able to trade down and still get the guy they want in Young. See him as an impact guard to build around for the future. Had to move Schroeder to free up space for Young, but this team now.
Come on now. Throw it down.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Smith finds Parker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small hole skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
Carter, he's checked in for Atlanta. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jared Dudley's checked in for James.
The exceptional Parker will only continue to get better over time. I mean, he has tremendous drive to be one of the all-time greats. You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it, but you know what? He didn't. It happened.
Inside, got a piece of it. And McGee kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Caruso. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3-point range.
Where was the defense? Come on now. Where was it? No idea how they gave up that open a look.
Davis with the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Atlanta has possession. Turner against Dudley, and Turner kicks to Carter. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Caruso. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that ties it up.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fella.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Clock at 6. Back to Carter. Takes a 3. It's good from long range. Carter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Caruso. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Here's McGee. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. It's Atlanta. They lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta.
Don't miss the action. Your
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Jabari Parker is out there with Carter. Then there's his Smith. Then it's a turn. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. The Hawks leading. Smith with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Parker outside. To the right side. 5 on the clock. On the wing. Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game is extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses. Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Smith kicks to Parker. The tray. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Lakers leading by 3. To the wing on the left. Kuzma against Parker. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And no doubt that the steal of the 2017 draft was Kyle Kuzma, taken 27th overall.
Hey, people get all hung up about where guys are drafted and how they end up playing either below or above their draft position. Hey, this thing is more art than science. We've seen it for decades. Guys fall, guys rise, and then production isn't commensurate with where they were drafted. Hey, more art than science. And Kuzma is a big-time baller. He just happened to be drafted later than he should have been.
Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And checking out the Clippers, just way behind.
And you know, for the Lakers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they stayed true to it.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now let's take a second to bring up our rookie leaderboard for a glance at this year's top first-year free throw shooters. You take a look at Hunter, deadly on this fight. Someone you do not want to foul.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
And it's hard to score in this league as a rookie. The charity stripe is one place where you can get some easy points where nobody's on you. And he's learned to take full advantage of that.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Young. McGee with the block. And they get it back. They retain possession. Here's Boss. He's covered by Daniels. This is it to Hunter. And good route. The Lakers with the rebound.
You know, he's yet to hit another three after nailing one in the first, but I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting. You know, that's not how you distribute the ball. He needs to be more focused when making passes like that.
Collins checked in for Parker. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. To the paint. To the left side wing. Here's Hunter. The offensive rebound. On the basket by Jones.
Great effort, terrific instinct. It's just solid all-around play, Kevin.
Here is Cook, defended by Young. Back to Cook. To the inside. It's stolen by Jones. And now here comes Young leading the break. Here's Boss. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
And McGee kicks it up over to the left wing. Clock at 6. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Collins passes to Jones. Young trying to break free. Jones, no luck.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
You know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Here's the pass to Young.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Kuzma, and nothing but hair on that one. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Braun. That's his first foul. Braun, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Hawks trail by 5. Hunter kicks to Young. Hawks passing it around.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Kuzma. Rebound, Atlanta. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Boss. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Boss has got 4 points this quarter. Lakers leading by 3. Here's LeBron. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Hunter kicks to Young. It's good from long range.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
The drive by James. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the leadership James brings to this team is incredibly valuable. When things get tight, they look to the king to provide for them.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
Carter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down.
And finish off by Collins. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
In a moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. The last 10 games, he's been on a heck of a run. He's averaging 20 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Smith kicks to Cook. And the 3 off target. The Lakers in the lead. Over to the wing. Cook, the pass to James. And they cash in right away with a quick shot. Atlanta's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Over in the corner, Turner. And stolen by Kuzma. Here we go. James heading to the hoop. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Now Smith. And stolen by James. From deep. And the last second attack does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after 1 half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. a competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. They asserted themselves nicely in the second quarter and now have a fairly comfortable 5-point lead here at halftime. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, their reserves showed up tonight. Not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks.
Well, Ernie, this is definitely a big wake-up call for them. Their field goal percentage is sitting in the low 30s. They came out unfocused, unmotivated, unprepared. If they can't turn the tide and play with greater efficiency, it's going to be a long second half.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Claus with a strong contribution so far in this one.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's LeBron James. And it's Cook in at the 1. To the paint. That one's in there. The Lakers lose, cut down to just 3 in the basket from Collins.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
Inside. Jones keeps it home.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Out to the right wing. Young outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
LeBron outside. Clark agility is such an important.
Talk about bringing it.
And you know James is deadly coming off that pick and roll, but defensively, what do you take away?
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Habit, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Here's Collins, and Davis sends it back.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
The Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Young. Jones trying to get open.
Well, I can tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, defensive stalwart who holds his ground. Because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Jabari Parker's checked in for John Collins. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's ball number 2 for him. And Tavius Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And so it's Atlanta with it, trailing by 4. Here's Hunter. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Parker outside. This one for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Parker's got 5 minutes.
And he's just such a smart shooter as Parker. Noticing the defense was backing off of it just a little too much, he took advantage of it and made them pay dearly.
Here's James. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. Howard's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. trail by 4. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Shots good from Young.
You know, fleshing out his attack a little more. Young showing more of a willingness to go in there amongst the trees.
James finds Davis. Here's Howard. That shot, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Pass to Boss. Back to Parker. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Lakers have gone even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Cook. Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. You look at James. What a contribution.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Checked in for James. Green comes in for Troy Daniels. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Quinn Cook. The Hawks trail it. Kicks it to Young. Passes it to Hunter. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Got a piece of it. And here's Kuzma. He's got 6. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Dishes it to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. To the middle. Here's Parker. The pass to Hunter. The feed to Young. Here's Hunter. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And he puts it down hard with one hand.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
And you've got to root for Jabari Parker, the second overall pick. Clark back in 2014 out of Duke, but 2 separate tears of his left ACL have held him back.
Yeah, the injuries have certainly derailed his ascension, but the talent level is obvious, Kevin. I mean, this team won 4 state titles in Illinois at Simeon High School. It's actually the same school that produced Derrick Rose, and I think if he can stay healthy, he's clearly all-star capable.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Jones. Turner comes in for Hunter. And Smith subbed in for Young. Parker kicks to Smith. Back to Parker. 5 to shoot. To the middle. And Davis sends it back. And he recovers it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Rondo. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Rondo's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, you want to be successful. You got to make Rondo beat you with his jumper. You can't allow him to torch you on the drive.
Smith kicks to Parker. Herter, covered by Green. Pass to Smith. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Kuzma pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 3. Outside, Green. Howard can't hit. Atlanta's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And that one's good.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Rondo kicks to Kuzma. Lays it up off the glass. Kuzma's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
started. Smith feeling it out a bit. Parker outside. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Parker's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, you've got to respect this jump shot. Parker's got a nice stroke.
There's Green with the three, and Vince Carter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, the defense was lax out there. He was able to make them pay.
The Lakers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And the Hawks making a change here. Collins is checked in. And that one falls for Davis.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. That's taking care of business, fellas.
Smith against Rondo. Smith kicks to Turner. For Davis. The shot by Turner, no good. And Green launches it from three. He nails the buzzer beater.
And that is a big-time three, fellas, to extend their lead right at the buzzer. What a way to head to the fourth.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Los Angeles on top as they end the third quarter on a 15-6 run. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Evan Turner is out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Collins, then Smith, and it's Boss at the two guard. So that's the Hawks 5.
You talk about passing, Smith is one of the best in the game in that aspect. An incredible distributor.
Outside, Green. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Boss. The Hawks trail by 6. It's a 2 from Parker. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Rondo. It's 3 pointers off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
Smith the best to Collins. Here's Boss. It's a 2 from Parker, and the shot is long.
That's good offense. The shot didn't go down, but they'll live with that.
Here's Kuzma. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Put that throttle down. Love seeing Kuzma on offense play with so much confidence.
It's stolen by Green. Rondo at the elbow. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Davis against Parker. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Kuzma against Turner. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Smith on the wing, started by Davis. Now here's Parker. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Out to Smith. With the teardrop, and the layup is up and in. Now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime. It was just barely above 30%.
And the shot goes in.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
Hawks Hawks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
Changes. Damian Jones is checked in for John Collins. Hunter comes in for Turner. Young is subbed in for Smith. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Caruso. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Thursday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Houston Rockets. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And going up against the Pelicans, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Pass to Boss. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. LeBron James on the wing. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. James has got 9 points here in the second half. The Hawks trail by 8. Here's Boss. Outside, Jones. Young, a good look. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Stolen. Here's Boss. He kicks it to Young. Outside, Jones. Parker with a clean look. Ball's not loose.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Down low, here's Jones, and Davis sends it back. They recover it. Here's Young. Passes it to Boss. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up again. Unable to get that one. Bradley with some nice D. A 3-ball. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
To the paint, it's stolen by Jones. And now Young running the floor all by himself. It's good.
You know, you see Young's eyes light up when the break is on. Solid at scoring in transition.
Caruso kicks to McGee. He dishes it to Davis.
And he has to take that long walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Parker with the steal. It's Young on the wing.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Well, he practically has gotten every one. Let's mention. Hey, watch out now. Watch out. And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 9. 1:14 left in the game.
On the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. And he's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Davis with the double team. Goes up to the stripe. Parker rebounded by the Lakers. Davis kicks to Cook. It's intercepted. And the ball's to Bucks. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, I tell you what, tremendous work rate in getting to the glass by Parker. If you don't box him out, he'll make you pay for it.
Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Davis on the follow. And the Lakers lead by 9.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
That one drops for him.
Not much you can do there. I mean, Parker getting it done even when the defense is all over him.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's Davis missing.
Well, at best, the defense was average. I mean, he must make sure to finish these layups. Got to make those.
The kick out to Young. From outside the arc, it's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Always got to patrol the three-point line. When you don't, you suffer the consequences.
And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Greg, one possession at a time, and really, as you said, it's all about clock management right now.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. And here's Atlanta.
Clock's ticking. They got to get up a shot.
No time to waste at all. Got to let it go fast.
Drains it from downtown. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible. And hope the alligator on a few of those free throws.
And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Young finds Parker. Back to Young. Here's Collins. No good. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
on me, so I chopped it up.